Is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Jones. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down, it's Darnold. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Good job, D. Good job, D. That's right. Way to go, guys.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Taylor will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. On second down, here's Taylor. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Slow.
And they'll run it here with Adams. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Going up top. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's got a noon one. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And That's going to be incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. He completes it to P, and he's got this down to the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Here's Darnold. This will be caught about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now Darnold. Forced out to his left. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Here's Crowell, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Leonard Williams in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st down, Darnold. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. On 2nd down, Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Adams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extras...
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A first down throw, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1 minute, 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Throwing again is Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
3 weeks, 3 touchdowns. It's obvious they've looked his way early and often in the red zone this year. And that's usually a pretty good place to find a tight end in the NFL.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. Now it's Murphy. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. That's caught at the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. but that's one step in the proper direction.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jerry Hughes. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19. Darnold now to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down.
Again, here's Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
3 down.
On first down, it's Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Now Myers for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here come the Bills. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
second down. Adams. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, Taylor. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's Jones. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on the punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Crowell. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. But that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. That's some strong running, and he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, Crowell. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down now, Adams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Back back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Bills on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
58, boys, 58, 58, fight. Here we go. Go, go, go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Matt Darr now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Jones on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. New York set to take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
We got three, fellas.
Again, it's Crowell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. On 2nd down, Taylor throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hard throw, incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
It's fielded at the 45. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here's a give to Crowell. And Crowell lost the football. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now it's Crowell, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. To throw on 3rd down. Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Taylor now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without any